Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. You've been asking for more desserts, so today I'm happy to share with you one of my absolute favorites, Trini custard pie. Custard pie is to Trinidad what flan is to the rest of the world. Added spices make it unique and extra tasty. The addition of the base caramel layer is totally optional. The ingredients and techniques are so surprisingly simple, you'll wonder why you never made it before. Today I'll share tips to help you get it right your very first time. So if you're interested, let's start baking. This recipe comes together very quickly, so now is a good time to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Our first simple task is to wash, peel, and grate the ginger. As I've mentioned before, the caramel is totally optional, but on this day I felt like experimenting, so I made the caramel and I'll share it with you as a bonus. In a small pan, I added half cup of sugar and 2 tablespoons of water, and I cooked it over low heat until it became caramelized like this, about 15 minutes, and I swirled it occasionally. And then I poured it into the bottom of my very hot baking dish. Keep in mind that you have to do this rather quickly because it hardens as it cools. And then I'll crack the eggs into a bowl, about 5 medium eggs, and do this separately, but today I kind of zoned out, and luckily in America I have never encountered a rotten egg. One could hardly forget the gander eggs in the yard in the Caribbean. When one of those things broke, well, let me tell you, all hell broke loose. You had to run inside, close up the louvers, close the doors, and stay inside until the smell dissipated. If you've ever encountered a gander egg, let me know below. But today we're using some fresh, vibrant, organic, free-range eggs, so all is well. Now let me show you how easy it is to put together. In the mug of a blender, I'll add 1 can of evaporated milk, and it was room temperature, 1 can of condensed milk, and you can use a rubber spatula to scrape off the excess because it's very clingy. Next, I'll add about 1½ teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. No imitation here today, or ever. Then I'll add ½ teaspoon ground cinnamon and about 3 tablespoons of the freshly grated ginger. You can add more or less depending on your preference, but I love a lot of ginger in my custard pie. It reminds me of painus, another milky dessert we had growing up that was made from the fresh cow's milk. Next, we'll add the eggs, and then I'll cover the blender and pulse it for about 30 seconds. Any more and it will create too many bubbles, which can burn easily in the oven. So for a smoother custard pie, only blend it for 30 seconds, or you can whisk it by hand. Next, we'll strain the custard mixture gently into the baking dish. As you can see, there are a lot of bubbles here because I blended it for a whole minute. I make the mistakes so you don't have to. Press not only to move it faster through the strainer, but also to extract as much of the ginger flavor as we can. We'll place a dish into a larger baking pan, a 9 by 13 pan, and fill the pan with water halfway up the baking dish, using about 3 cups of water. Then I'll place the pan in the middle rack of the preheated oven and bake for 45 to 60 minutes. It varies according to your oven, or until the custard is set and slightly jiggly. If it's browning too quickly for you, you can certainly cover it with foil. In this next clip, I did cover it with foil so it has a lighter appearance, but whether it's brown or lighter in color, I have no objections. It still tastes great. At this point, I cover it and place it in the refrigerator to set overnight. The next day, I invert it onto a plate or a tray. It may not look pretty at the onset, but that can be easily rectified by slicing the edges and quickly shoving it in your mouth. Well, that's what I do because it's simply irresistible. And there you have it, my friends, this Trini custard pie. It's smooth, it's creamy, it's rich, it's silky, it's decadent. It's everything you'd want in a dessert and more. And the best part is that we used simple ingredients with minimal effort. I do hope you love this recipe and give it a try over the holidays. And that's all there is to it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you're a custard pie making pro, do leave your tips below. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed being in the kitchen with me or learned something new. Share this video with your social media community. Email or tag me on Facebook or Instagram if you try any of my recipes. As always, do leave me a lovely comment below. I always love hearing from you. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe if you wish to be a part of the Cooking with Ria family. Until next time, stay safe, be well, cook, share, and love. Bye bye.